soul's crumbling. I'm not trying to hold on.
Hello guys, hope you're all doing great. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, today we'll be talking about Charlie Puth, and more specifically him becoming a chief music officer at an AI platform Moises. If that sounds interesting to you, please keep on watching. But before that, let me quickly introduce myself. I'm Mara, and on this channel I talk about everything and anything pop culture related. If that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing. And if you like the edit that I'm making in the background of this video, you're welcome to check it out. It will be posted on my Instagram at mara.withani. Having said all that, let's get into the video. As far as I'm concerned, this is a pretty recent development. From my research, the announcement of Charlie's new position happened on March 4th. It can be found on Moises' official website. I'll leave the link in the description so that you all can check it out if you wish to do so. It's not something that I've seen widely discussed, however, those who do talk about it are quite skeptical. And for good reason. It's not every day that a Grammy-nominated, as he is often described, don't believe me, look it up. That's usually how he is described on the internet. It is not every day that a person like that joins an AI-based platform, especially during the times when it seems like AI is basically taking over the world, stealing jobs and creative endeavors from people left and right. So I would say that a healthy dose of skepticism is rather advised. Although Puth has said, and I quote, "AI when done right isn't here to replace musicians," I still feel like we as people should be cautious. And I'm not saying that I don't agree with his statement. I wholeheartedly do. I don't think that AI is going to replace musicians, or okay, I don't think it will, but it doesn't mean it won't try. And I don't mean AI per se, but more so companies and businesses behind the artificial intelligence. But why would someone who possesses the so-called perfect pitch and has been present on the music scene for years decide to come out in support of something like this? He says he has his reasons, ones which I will talk about later on in this video, but before that, I will quickly summarize what Moises actually is, because prior to making this video, I had no idea, and I suspect that most of you probably don't know what exactly it is either. Moises AI is a popular AI-powered app and web platform designed for musicians, producers, and creators to manipulate audio files. It enables users to separate vocals and instruments/stems, change pitch, detect song, keys, or cards. Yeah, I think that's how you say it anyway. And set metronomes and generate new AI-powered musical elements to create karaoke tracks or backing tracks. It was created in 2019 and recently enabled their users to generate song stems, the individual music files that make up tracks, by inputting text prompts or their own audio snippets as references. In theory, everything sounds great, perfect even. You have a platform that easily helps you isolate whatever part of the song, be that vocals, guitar riffs, or anything else, so that your creative process speeds up. To me, it seems almost too good to be true, and maybe it is. Admittedly, I have not used Moises AI ever, so I cannot attest whether or not it actually does what it claims to do. And I probably, or even most certainly, won't be doing that anytime soon. Like I said, it seems too good to be true, like most things concerning AI, I would say. Aside from my point about AI replacing singers completely, because that is the most radical thing that might happen, I myself am quite skeptical regarding the topic of mixing the creative industry, such as the music industry, with artificial intelligence. Firstly, the issue of the ownership of the created product. Charlie Puth is one of the singers who signed off the rights to his vocals in partnership with Google so that they could be used to generate YouTube shorts. Seems harmless enough, doesn't it? Sure, but I see it as a gateway to the creation of deepfakes. For those unfamiliar, deepfakes are a synthetic media, image, video, or audio, created using an advanced artificial intelligence in brackets deep learning to replace one person's likeness or voice with another's. I'm sure by now you all have encountered at least one of such AI creations, and needless to say, they usually cause more harm than good. Of course, Charlie Puth is not the only one who made such a deal, and it doesn't automatically mean that his image will be used in any malicious way. Doesn't change the fact that it might happen, if not to him, then to someone else, and we as internet users should be extremely cautious when dealing with any kind of generative AI. And I would say that this is the crux of the matter. Artists don't want to agree to having their likeness used as an information fed to AI for learning purposes. And rightfully so. I doubt any of us would actually want to be in that situation, even more so if it happened without one's consent, which is always a possibility. I'm not saying that it's always the case, I'm saying it might be the case. Yeah, just we have to be quite cautious whenever we agree to any sort of rules for any website or app or platform. So that is one of the complicated stuff. Who owns whatever the AI creates? Is it the business, or are you as an individual allowed to kind of protest companies using your likeness? Probably yes. I'm not that well versed because I really don't want my likeness to be used in AI training. So yeah, just always read any sort of agreement whenever you sign up for anything online. And yeah, I mean, another obvious thing is how AI is just so bad for the environment and how much water it needs to cool down the computers or the thing that processes all of the information. It's just horrible. So yeah, that is something that I think is a well-known fact by now, so I didn't need to discuss this overly in this video because I think that is kind of obvious. But I still wanted to mention that so that it doesn't seem that I do not know about the environmental effects of overusing AI. Charlie said that AI would never replace humans and their creativity. That is in reference to the quote that I used earlier. And every musician I know is using Moises, and I've been using it in my own creative process for years. And that is also another direct quote from Charlie Puth. And that may be true, but it seems that he forgot about one crucial detail. Current artificial intelligence is not the same as it was a couple of years prior. It's a creation that is designed to better itself through constant learning. And to be quite frank, it's unpredictable. Not to sound overly dramatic, but with the recent rise in AI usage, I really start to get worried about AI-generated artists replacing actual human artists. It's something that has already begun happening. For example, Xania Monet is an example of such AI-generated artist. To be honest, I have no idea how to refer to Xania, has risen in popularity as an R&B artist. I am making quotation marks with my fingers. Once again, you cannot see that. That is becoming like a trend on this channel, but I hope you don't mind. And Xania has been topping charts and earning millions of dollars. What's more, Xania Monet's vocals are generated by Suno, I think that's how you pronounce it, an AI platform that was sued by major record labels and the Recording Industry Association of America last year for using copyrighted materials to train its AI tools. So, safe to say, quite a controversial AI invention. And this goes back to my point about someone's likeness being used to train AI without their knowledge. As you can see here, in order to create Xania Monet's vocals, Suno, I think, used copyrighted material to train basically their AI, which is obviously not right. If something is copyrighted, you cannot just use it. So you are not the owner, you cannot use it however you like. So yeah, safe to say, not a great look for the AI artists. Charlie's partnership with Moises did not end up with him becoming a high-ranking member. He also encouraged his fans, or people in general, to use Moises and make up remixes of his new song Beat Yourself Up. And maybe this whole thing is just one big marketing stunt where he intends to promote his newest album. As we all know, all press is good press and controversy brings the numbers. Or maybe he genuinely believes in Moises and generative AI as useful tools in the music creations. We don't know, and I doubt we ever will for certain. As for me, I will repeat myself once again. I'm quite cautious of such inventions. Of course, I can't say that I find AI useless. That would make me a hypocrite. However, I don't believe in mixing AI with creative industries. As much as it pains me, I have to admit that the initial function of Moises, that is to isolate parts of a song, sounds quite useful. I highly doubt that this technology will remain as solely this for long. So I would still remained extremely skeptical towards things like this and definitely held back on signing off rights to your likeness so that, someone else can use it to create a video or a song or an image with AI generated thing. Just to be clear, I'm not a fan of AI generative stuff in general. Like I said, I would be a hypocrite because I do use it sometimes whenever I need it, or unfortunately some of my courses at uni require me to consult or use artificial intelligence. But outside of that, I try to limit my usage because I don't think that it's good for anyone. Like I said, not for the environment, not for people, and with all the recent studies that basically using AI makes us stupider, it's not a good look. And yeah, if the topic of AI interests you guys, then leave comment if you would want me to kind of make more videos about AI. I don't know, it sounds kind of interesting to me, so I don't know, leave your thoughts in the comments if you would like to see that. And that would be all for me for today. If you made it till the end of this video, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. Consider checking out my other videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!
It was on a blue eye, crashing from the high.